So there's a lot of pros to the 24-foot Class C. However,
so this Jeep issue is really put a wrench in the plans. Oh man.
Oh my. What is he doing?
fuel mileage in the Class C.
Oh, it's not wanting to go in gear. Ah, we gotta push it?
No, well.
Stand my ground till the good days come. We're dreaming but we're wide awake. Yeah, I know that we'll be okay. Run with me, let's get away. Yeah, I know that we'll be okay. Yeah, I know that we'll be okay.
The biggest question for us actually is, will this even tow? Because yeah, last video, 2 different times while we're riding around Death Valley National Park, it refused to go into gear.
Nathan's out there vlogging. It's always funny watching ourselves sometimes. Oh man, hopefully it hooks up.
Hopefully we'll into gear and then out of gear so we can hook it up and we can get out of here. As much as I love Death Valley, like, did not want to spend 8 weeks here. Came out of gear. That's good. In reverse.
Well, looks like it got into gear. We had one of the best days ever riding around Death Valley in the Jeep. It was so incredible, so amazing. Highly recommend it. So it's tough coming off that high, and then our very first trip in the Jeep, we need to go get it serviced. Oh, it's such a pro and con. It's a con that we have 2 vehicles to worry about, and we knew that when we towed. But it's such a pro at the same time that now we have an extra engine that we can get around in when this one is being serviced.
I'm gonna say overall, this is faster and easier than hooking up a travel trailer 5th wheel that we've had in the past. And unhooking for sure. Unhooking is definitely faster.
He's just out there talking to himself, talking to the camera. Nathan does talk to himself, so sometimes I can't tell if he's vlogging or talking to himself. I do not talk to myself. There must be 2 people in the world. You either talk to yourself or you don't. Which one are you? I'm curious. Let us know, because I don't really do that. So to hear him always like talking to himself out loud, he's like processing. Yeah. I mean, does it count that I'm talking to myself now? I guess I'm technically talking to y'all. I'm not talking to myself, right?
And then this is the moment of truth. Ooh, first. We're good. We're done. I am not unhooking this thing until we unhook it at the repair shop. Is the plan, hopefully. You ready to go to Alabama?
Let's go to Alabama.
Alabama. Hills. So,
That is.
so we've heard this is a pretty cool spot. First, we gotta get out of Death Valley and up this, is it a pass?
I don't know. We've gotten word from our friends that are ahead of us that it was quite the adventure, because we're below sea level in Death Valley. Like, we're going to the Sierra Mountains, the base of Mount Whitney, and so we're going almost 5,000 feet in elevation today. I do know that part.
Super quiet in here. Yeah. Okay, well let's see what happens. We'll talk about it along the way. Everything on the Jeep is tightened up. The Jeep, it's pretty nice. Like, literally, I mean, you know it's back there as far as mileage and stuff, but like literally as far as the turns, you don't know it's back there. And this is 24 feet. It was like the other motorhome too. So I'd imagine a definitely really cool pro of the Class C's, when you've got something like the Jeep behind you, it just follows you everywhere. If I make the turn with the Class C, the Jeep's gonna make the turn too, as far as what we've seen so far.
I won't look back, no, I'll stare down the sun. Gonna stand my ground till the good days come. We're dreaming but we're wide awake. Yeah, I know that we'll be okay.
We just saw a sign that said turn off AC next 20 miles because of overheating, so here we go, apparently.
Got my feet on the
what 3,500 RPM sounds like. We're about, I don't know, a little over halfway up this 20-mile stretch. One of the most annoying things about the V10 is the noise once it starts getting really high in RPMs. I mean, you're not usually driving this high RPMs, right? But it'll just go from like 1,500, 2,000 to 4,000. And like, this is pretty close to 4,000. This is 3,500, so it does get a little louder. We'll see if we hit 4 here at some point. So we made it to the top. It's about 5,000 feet where we're at right now. We're about to go down. The V10, braking-wise, compared to like the diesel on the truck with exhaust brake, not as good. You know, I've got an extra brake on the Jeep too, so we'll, yeah, 6% grade for like, I don't know, 9 or 10 miles is coming up.
Yeah, I know that will be okay. Yeah, I know that will be okay.
So I got tow haul mode on, which is like the transmission doing a lot of the braking. This thing, I thought it was 6%, it went to 9% out of nowhere. I'm having hit the brake way more than I'd like to hit coming down this grade. I mean, it's 9% though. Yeah, we're at 4,500 RPMs with the transmission helping coming down this. So that's how loud it is in here at 40. Again, not the norm. You're not usually doing 4,500 RPMs on stuff. So this is a legit grade though. A 9% grade for 3+ miles. That's pretty legit.
So this is definitely not for the faint of heart. I may have said a couple prayers coming down that mountain, literally. It was quite the adventure for sure. And we've done some legit drives. We took our fifth wheel across $1 Million Highway, which is an intense drive, and it was a little nerve-wracking coming down that grade with the mountains and the cliffs. I'm always up for an adventure and a thrill, but you know, I did say my prayers. So I can't, we had friends that just did this in their 40-foot fifth wheels. I can tell why they were like, hey guys, this is an intense drive, because I mean, definitely feel much more nimble in this Class C with the Jeep as opposed to doing our 40-foot fifth wheel on this. Can be done.
Up the mountain on a non-curvy grade, I think the Pro would probably go to the diesel truck with the fifth wheel, and coming down the mountain without a lot of curves, that would also go to the diesel truck with the fifth wheel with the exhaust brake. But anything like this where it's super curvy and tight, and honestly, if you had a 40-foot fifth wheel on this, you might be coming over this line on some of these curves. Like, that's gonna go to something like this. Here's a con of the Class C. We're assessing the damage from all those curves. Hensley had
She wanted to put her whole toy box out.
But that con is directly related to the Pro. And this is like the main reason we went with this over the fifth wheel for this specific road trip. Like the flexibility of having everything with you going down the road.
My crackers. Okay.
We got crackers.
Nathan's organizational skills, it all stays in place.
It did well, didn't it?
Yeah, didn't even fall on our heads or nothing when we opened the cabinet.
Marissa didn't make lunch today going down the road because it was so curvy, and she was getting shots and wanted to enjoy the view up front. But yeah, going down the road, you know, she can start making lunch going down the road. We can go to the bathroom if we want to. What's a burrito for lunch?
Kinsley loves her burritos, so I'm gonna turn on the generator.
You already digging into the crackers? I don't know if this is a direct pro or con or not, but like in the fifth wheel, we have our Honda generator, and it is significantly quieter than the generator. But would I get the Honda generator out right now where we're at? No. So we still love having the onboard generator. We can just push a button, use the microwave, anything heavy, flip it back off. We do have 2 Battle-Born lithium batteries to like work with all the 12-volt stuff, but then all the 110, the heavy stuff, you know, we haven't got that inverted. What do you think about the Class C?
It's very good. The good thing about it is that it takes less time because it's faster.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, what's faster?
It's faster that you don't have to put in the slides.
We got no slides.
Put up the stairs.
Yeah, we got no stairs to put up. We just go. You guys want to see our lunch view? There we go. Ooh, good view. You may get out of the way. Now, I have genuinely been shocked at the maneuverability of this Class C. There's just not the same level of stress driving this as obviously pulling a 40-foot fifth wheel. We're whipping into gas stations, whipping into restaurants. How many Chick-fil-A's have we whipped into with this?
An embarrassing amount.
An embarrassing amount. It's
Calories
packed.
don't count because it's the Lord's calories.
It's the what? The Lord's calories?
The Lord's calories.
Yeah, this genuinely changes the way that we travel. Like, instead of with a fifth wheel, we're looking to stay, you know, unless it's an overnight stop, but like a week, maybe even 2 weeks. With this, we're actually looking to stay places a shorter amount of time because we're so short. We have no slides. We just go. Marissa's finishing up. You guys want to go?
Was, a success.
Somebody stepped on the potato chip bag as we were unloading it from Walmart, and like, so now it's just a mess. We're getting it cleaned up. JJ, you want to go see a view? Sure, let's go. You still eating lunch? Look at that, Hensley. This is Padre Crowley Point. Quite the view, huh?
Wow, yep.
JJ's got the right idea. Maybe we should eat our lunch out here.
Right.
Sit down.
Yep, sit down. We're not going that way.
You got that from you.
The cowlick?
The cow what?
It's called a cowlick. You ever heard of cowlick?
No.
So when you're born, some of these rooms where the hospital's at, they have cows in them. They walk up and they go, and then the rest of your life, your hair like stays licked up. Does that sound true or not?
No.
Oh, it's called a. I don't know if it's a nationwide thing or not, but yeah, I have cowlicks. I've got several cowlicks.
Trailer down there?
Yeah, somebody's trailer. Like, you see it? It's just the wheels off of it, but
Oh yeah, I do see the wheels.
somebody had a bad day.
Where?
This canyon here, it's nicknamed like Star Wars Canyon, but it's used for high level training of like low flying. You have to be super qualified and do a lot of simulation hours, but you'll see them come through here, and we just saw some a few miles back, so I wonder if they just come through this canyon.
Wouldn't that be cool to hear them coming through this canyon over
Yeah,
here? Like low level flying over here with these fighter jets. Oh my goodness. Look at everything. I don't see any TIE fighters on here, but one of the largest military aircraft training areas in the United States. This is Rainbow Canyon over here. Okay, so wind in the Class C versus the truck with the fifth wheel, because this is the big one. I actually didn't expect this as much as it is, but it turns out, which this isn't extremely aerodynamic, you can really feel the wind in this Class C more than I did with the truck and the fifth wheel. If you can imagine, you picture a truck and a fifth wheel and the wind just sort of comes over it, goes all the way over. With the Class C, you've got this edge in the front where the wind catches underneath. You've got the sharp sides on each side of the cab. You know, we're towing a giant Lego basically behind us with the Jeep. So, I mean, it just doesn't do super well in the wind. It's okay, you can drive in the wind, but you feel it more when you're driving. Marissa's actually already driven this too. Hopefully a little smoother than last time, huh?
I was all about helping you drive with this Class A, but I'm not gonna lie, I saw the Jeep hooked up to it and I got a little intimidated because the Jeep makes it much longer. Class C itself, yeah, it's not much bigger than our van. You definitely feel the movement more than you do with the truck and fifth wheel.
Yeah, when semis are going by, you can feel it. The truck, even with a fifth wheel, not bad. I mean, every once in a while I can feel a little bit, but this is definitely different.
I was actually really surprised. I had heard people say before, oh man, after the driving a day in a Class C, like it really takes a lot out of you, and I totally get that now. It is more having to control it just a little bit more than the truck.
But like this road, for instance, I'm going about 55. There's like hills and ridges around me. Like, it's not bad. I'm not wrestling. This is actually really nice. But you get onto an interstate on a windy day. Wind is in 20+ mph winds, which we drove in some. Like, you're okay, you're safe, but like it's you're wrestling with it a little bit. fuel mileage in the Class C. Not great. We got a little over 8 miles to the gallon in pretty good conditions. That's like interstate, tiny bit of highway. The wind was between 5 to 10 miles an hour. But then we hit some heavy winds and we got like just over 6 miles a gallon. So in something like this, towing something like that, 6 to 9 mile per gallon range, which yeah. Hey, I'll take it. 609 here. We just paid like 825 in Death Valley, so that's still pretty steep, but I'll take it. Class C in here to do the arch loop trailhead. Look at this view. Wow. Check that out. That is incredible. Look at those mountains, girl. Check this out. It's like a Joshua tree-ish with these boulders. Look at these boulders.
Wow.
Wow.
I had never heard of the Alabama Hills before. But why does nobody speak about this? This is incredible.
All right, you got the shortcut route. We're gonna go this route. Switch back. Hensley, what we got here? Is this a fashion show or a hike? You're looking good, girl.
If you look good, you hike good, right?
Wow. Oh, there it is. There's the arch, JJ. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I think it's called Mobius Arch, I think. Check that out. And the coolest shot is right here. Really neat.
That's fun.
Yeah, is that fun? Some pros and cons of having a motorhome. There's a lot of signs. Coming somewhere like this, so you can boondock here. It's BLM land. So we were trying to find a place to pull off. The pro is, normally at least it's pro, we could detach the Jeep, we could drive around with the Jeep, find somewhere to go, and then come back later with everything. The con is what we're experiencing right now, which is, you know, we don't really want to unhook the Jeep. So since we don't want to unhook the Jeep,
Until we get it fixed.
yeah, we can't really back up. So you can't really back up real well with the Jeep behind the motorhome. So we're hoping we don't get stuck in a situation where we have to unhook the Jeep in order to back up, hook up, all that. So hopefully we'll find somewhere to stay back in here and we can turn around. That's best case scenario is we get both, but who knows? I do not know what we're even looking for here. Is that a spot there? So that's a spot, right? Gonna do some old school walking here. You don't want to be rushed in this stuff, but every time this car and the camper made this turn just before me and took this sweet spot in the back. I don't think we can make this dip right here. I don't think I'd try to make that dip with just the motorhome. All right, I guess we're turning around. Sweet.
What did he say?
He said I could have it.
Did you give him a story or something?
No, I didn't give him a sob story. I should have. It's not super level, but it's pretty private. So I'm hoping if we turn around the right way, it'll kind of say, hey, this is our spot. And that's just how BLM stuff works. So I think we're good to go. I think we can turn around up here. We're just gonna park. There's a little bit of a level spot right here. Okay, first of all, I couldn't make the turn. We're gonna have to detach anyways. We're thinking this.
That's pretty epic.
It looks pretty cool, because I'm pretty sure that's Mount Whitney. Did we decide to back in for the shot?
For the shot.
Okay, back in for a shot and then turn around?
You don't have to say all that.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna park here tonight, but we gotta detach the Jeep first.
Oh man.
Dylan would rather do it on level ground.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm gonna try to back it up. You stand over here and tell me what the wheels are doing.
Now they're skidding.
Okay. I'm gonna pull them straight up here.
Okay. So this Jeep issue is really put a wrench in the plans. Oh man. hopefully we get this fixed quick, because it's stuff like this that is just, you know, looming in the back of our minds. So if we can make it one more night and get hooked up one more time and get it fixed, hopefully we'll be good to go. Let's see. Oh, it's not wanting to go in gear. Oh no. That's what we were afraid of. Ah! It's a lot of grinding. Oh no. That's not good.
It won't go into reverse.
We gotta push it?
No. Well. Yeah. So we push it. And you turn it. And sort of back it into here. And then tomorrow, I'm just gonna leave it neutral. We'll scotch it and everything. I'm not even taking it out of neutral. I can't get it out of neutral anyways, but I'll see if I can still get in here. And then we'll hook it back up tomorrow. We're just leaving it neutral. We're gonna scotch it. I'm not. All right.
You want me to push and you steer?
Can you push it? Yeah, let's do that. Next, we're gonna push it forward and get it about right here.
Okay.
For tomorrow. Look at that!
Aren't you so glad I talked you into bringing the Jeep?
All right, so the Jeep is staying here. I'm gonna scotch it.
It probably staying here forever.
We might just leave it. I joked with her if something went wrong with it.
Free Jeep.
And I'm gonna try to see if I can back the Class C into that, because that's
epic.
That's epic.
It's gonna be worth it.
We're not gonna lie, we're gonna back it in. Marissa wanted a front. She said, don't tell them we're gonna do that. So we're gonna back it in. We're gonna get the front shot. The front shot's the one that looks really good with Whitney there. So we're gonna do that, and then we'll turn it around because the door needs to open on the right side. But
I think that's Whitney. What if it isn't?
We're gonna go with that's Whitney at this point.
After all this, that is Mount Whitney. If not, we're changing.
Just let us know. I don't care. What is this little cue ball thing? This is cool. This is cool.
I don't care what mountain it is. This is super
all right,
cool.
I'm gonna back in there.
All right. It's all gonna be worth it. It's part of the journey. I'm telling you, that phrase gets me through. It's part of the journey. You just gotta laugh and go with it and roll with the punches. And I mean, this is just stuff that comes up, stuff that happens, no matter what RV, what vehicle, what you have, it's just part of it.
I can't see Jack. Am I going straight back?
Keep coming.
I'm just gonna get her shot to at least make this worthwhile here.
So that's definitely a pro for the Class C, is using the windshield as a view. We absolutely love doing that. We did that a lot in our Class A, so it's like getting this huge front glass view into nature. Okay, we're finally set up. Why do we go through all of this hassle? It's for these memories and these moments. Just this makes my heart explode watching the kids just like play outside, be in the dirt, be learning, be adventurous. This makes my heart so happy. And that is why we go through this RV struggle at times, because the highs are so high. All right, JJ, he wants to jump.
Okay, let's see. Mommy, look.
Whoa. Do Do you know you've loved sticks since you were little? When you were little, you used to pick up sticks all the time.
I
don't know about that one, Inslee.
Big stick, you'd say.
Yeah, just put it on the floor.
So doesn't this place look like something out of a movie set? Yeah, that's because it is. There has been over 400 movies filmed from Alabama Hills, especially Westerns. There have been a lot of Westerns filmed here. Here's just a few of the movies. How the West Was Won, Iron Man, Generations, Gladiator, Star Trek, The Lone Ranger. That's a very epic. And that's why the main road coming in is called Movie Road, because they shoot a lot of films here. I mean, you couldn't even produce this on a movie set. Like, it's just incredibly beautiful. One of the most epic boondocking spots we've ever stayed in. The hiking is incredible. You're surrounded by boulders and mountains. All right, Alabama Hills, you've won me over.
Why is the Alabama Hills called Alabama Hills even though we're not in Alabama?
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense that you have something called the Alabama Hills out in the middle of California. It was named after a USS Confederate warship from the Civil War. So prospectors were sympathetic to the Confederate cause and named their mining claims after the USS Alabama. Yeah, so we're in the Alabama Hills of California. Oh my goodness, is that Nathan?
I'm pretty sure that's Nathan. Oh my, what is he doing?
I literally just caught a glimpse of someone on top of a mountain and I was like, who is that? Nathan just walked off a few minutes ago. He's like, I've got to go find service. We haven't got our video up this week. We don't have service anywhere out here. We have meetings this week. And he's like, I'm going to go walk and find service. Apparently he is looking for service on top of that mountain. He is dedicated.
Yes, that's how dedicated your dad is to finding cell service and internet right now.
Nathan! JJ, you are filthy. Even your ears have dirt all in them. I love it. All that work and you couldn't even text?
I got a meeting and I'm supposed to meet somebody early in the morning. And
we're sorry, guys. I know you're going to see this video and I want you to see Nathan's dedication that he tried to tell you he was not making the meeting.
I tried. Might have to make like a standing, if I'm not there within 15 minutes, like just abort the meeting, kind of suggestion, I guess. I think I did that in college too, but.
Oh yeah, when the professor had it.
I don't know if that was an actual rule, but that's the rule everybody made. If they're not here within 15 minutes.
Hey, that's a Tennessee Tech rule.
It's a Tennessee Tech rule, at least, yes. Throughout this road trip, we're going to show you state parks, national parks, places we could not get into with our 40-foot fifth wheel. But if you're not trying to travel like that, long distances, moving fast, small tight spots and woods and boulders, then there's a lot of cons to something like this. There are a lot of things we're giving up compared to our fifth wheel. Now, number one, I know this is 24 feet, but this applies really to all motorhomes, really. Kind of losing this front space. Yeah, I'm trying to turn this into, this is disgustingly messy right now. Sorry, lazy days. But I'm trying to turn this into an office space, but really it's not super usable space nearly as much as the fifth wheel would be.
I don't have no internet.
No, we got no internet, buddy. I've tried everything. I've even got my hotspot hooked up to antenna over there.
They just say no internet.
I feel like a terrible parent right now being parked here and our kids are on screens. But
they've been out playing on those boulders and in the dirt, but I cannot watch them while I cook dinner because they are too adventurous on these rocks. So this is so we.
What's happened?
Well, if it's internet, buddy, we got no internet.
There is no internet here.
With the motorhome as well, but if your home has issues, it's not like you could just drop it off anywhere to have it worked on like we could with our truck. So if the truck has mechanical issues with a fifth wheel, yeah, this is a tight space. But there's
a lot of dancing in here.
A lot of dancing. You could drop the truck off at most any, repair shop and they work on it. This, it's not going to fit in a lot of bays. A lot of people aren't going to work on it. It's just a lot more specific and it's harder to have it worked on it. And plus, this is your home. Buddy, we have
do without the sun.
Okay, look, we still have no internet connection. It's not going to work. No internet. No internet. I know.
That's how your dad feels too.
Believe me, buddy, I know. I don't know, how do you feel about the corner bed?
I'm a fan of, a bed is a bed. I don't need a lot of space around it. I'd say, Nathan does climb out of bed before me in the mornings, and so that wakes me up because he has to like crawl on my feet a little bit. I haven't had an issue with the bed.
Yeah, that's probably been my main issue, is I have to crawl over Marissa to get to get places. So because I'm on the inside, she's next to the bathroom,
and we're used to sleeping in a king.
Yeah.
So I hit the wall a few times a night, but I feel like it's fine.
Breakfast for dinner?
Breakfast. Breakfast.
I thought about cooking it outside, but the kids are just so hungry. I'm just getting it done. So yeah, breakfast for dinner it is. But it's technically breakfast tacos, because we love our tacos, and it's tacos, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we're having breakfast tacos.
So if you're curious about our Jeep, because honestly, we don't know what's going to happen with that yet. We're still trying to figure out how to get that fixed, where we're going to go, what we're going to do, what this road trip's going to look like. You can have a sneak peek ahead of time through teamjourney.com, our community over there, to all these insider things that are going on with LJMJ. Well, this has been an epic day. We got lots more coming with this road trip. Alabama Hills, check it out. Till next time, we'll catch you guys later.
We're dreaming, but